Your sister is involved in a situation that requires my dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, "My child, listen carefully, the time is now. This is not an ordinary message and you must not take it lightly. Close every other voice. Let the silence of heaven echo in your soul. Do not read this as if it were just words. This is not ink on paper, nor letters formed in haste. This is the trembling breath of a higher realm pressing through the veil into your life. This is the whisper you begged for in your lowest moment. This is what you cried for when no one else knew the tears were running down your face at night. And now heaven has chosen this moment to reveal something to you that will alter the course of your spirit and awaken you from the place where shadows have tried to hide you. You have felt it, haven't you? That something is wrong. That something is not being said aloud but is dancing behind smiles and hiding behind the ordinary days. You've known that the enemy of your peace has tried to disguise itself in the face of familiarity. But something inside you, something that cannot be silenced, has stirred again and again. It is no coincidence. It is no accident. And now the truth is rising, like fire under ice, and it will not wait any longer. Your sister is involved in a situation that requires your immediate attention. She is not telling you everything. There are things she has whispered in the dark, names she's repeated when no one else was listening. There are decisions being made behind your back that affect your very destiny. You have been too trusting. You have allowed yourself to believe that just because you are blood, there must be loyalty. But loyalty is not in the blood. It is in the soul. And not every soul that came through your family line was sent with the same light. Do not look away now. Do not dismiss this. You were born with the gift to discern, to feel what others do not see. But you've grown tired. Life has made you weary. You have tried to bury your gift beneath distractions. You've even apologized for being the one who sees too deeply. But the gift has not left you. The warning is sounding, and the Spirit is pleading with you, wake up. This is not just about her. This is about what is being exchanged through her hands. There are agreements being formed in silence. There are things being signed, spiritually and otherwise, that are binding futures together without your consent, and heaven is intervening to make sure you know before it's too late. This is the message for you. Listen, even if it breaks your heart. Listen even if it offends your love. Sometimes love must shake itself free from blindness. Sometimes love must open its eyes even when it would rather stay dreaming. You love her, but she is walking in shadows now. She has been enticed by a path that seems to promise her success, power, and control. She has opened herself to voices that pretend to be wise but carry a serpent's hiss behind every suggestion. And now she is no longer just walking on her own. She is pulling others into the web, some intentionally, some unknowingly. There is a conversation she had last week that you were not meant to hear. But heaven heard it. And heaven is letting you know that you must act. You must pray. You must separate what is of God and what is of manipulation. You must not let emotions cloud your discernment. Love her, yes. But do not follow her into a storm she is pretending doesn't exist. She is being used by someone who has been jealous of you for a long time. Someone who watches your life from a distance and cannot understand how you continue to rise despite everything they've tried to send against you. She is closer to this person than you know. She shares things that you confided in her. She has taken your vulnerability and placed it on tables where laughter replaced love. There were moments you felt a sudden shift in energy between you and didn't understand why. Now you know. That shift was the residue of betrayal she didn't have the courage to confess. But heaven knows. And heaven is intervening. This is the hour of exposure. This is the moment when the curtain is being torn, and secrets will not be hidden for long. Finally, God is exposing this woman. Open it now before the consequences reach your home. Open your eyes to the one who claims to stand with you but aligns herself with the very ones who curse your name in private. The veil is lifting. You will begin to see things that will shock you. But do not fear the truth. It comes not to destroy, but to deliver. There is a journal entry, a digital trail, a message not deleted, a phone call recorded in spiritual memory. God is letting you know that the truth will find you even if no one brings it to you directly. You have angels watching your steps. You have divine eyes that have seen every twist and turn of what she's been involved in. And you have been protected far more than you realize. You have been spared from disasters that were being plotted in your own house. Not by strangers, but by ones who used to sit at your table. There is still time. There is still grace. But only if you act. Only if you pray. Only if you confront the lie with the authority of the light. You must not delay. Every hour matters now. The tide is turning. And though many will try to convince you that nothing is wrong, that everything is just in your head, you must not be deceived. This message comes from the heart of heaven, from the breath of the one who formed you before time began. An angel says, I have seen the tears you never showed. I have heard the prayers you whispered beneath your breath. I have not turned away from your ache. I have watched you be loyal to the wrong people, hoping that your loyalty would heal them. But loyalty is not always the medicine. Sometimes it is the chain. And I have come to break the chain. You will not walk in confusion anymore. You will not keep sowing love into a ground that has been cursed by envy. You will not continue to invite someone into your dreams who only comes to gather the blueprints and sell them to your enemy. You will stand in wisdom. You will walk in clarity. And you will rise from this moment with eyes that no longer close when things get too complicated. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. There is a place being prepared for you. A place of peace. A place of protection. A place of promise. But you cannot carry every person into that place with you. Especially not the one who has been working in contradiction to your calling. Let this be the moment you begin to release. Let this be the moment you begin to separate. You do not have to hate her. But you must not allow her access to the parts of you she has not honored. There is a prophetic dream coming to you soon. Pay attention. You will see a table, a broken mirror, and a necklace. These symbols are not random. They are messages. The table represents the covenant that must be broken. The mirror shows the identity distortion she has walked into. The necklace represents the hidden thing she tried to carry from your life into her own agenda. When you wake from that dream, write it down. Pray over it. You will begin to see names and confirmations within days. You are not going crazy. You are being awakened. You are not being dramatic. You are being warned. And the more they try to silence your intuition, the more you must speak with the voice of the one who knows the end from the beginning. Your spirit is not lying to you. You've seen the signs. You've felt the shift. This is not paranoia. This is protection. You will soon receive a message, maybe through someone unexpected, maybe through a moment of divine interruption, but it will confirm what this message has begun to reveal. Prepare your heart. Don't be afraid. What is being exposed now is not to destroy your love, it is to purify it. You have too much inside you to be tied to secrets. You have too much destiny to be trapped in deception. Your name is written in light. Your calling is carved in the eternal places. No sister, no relative, no familiar spirit can erase what has been marked by the hand of the Holy. Stand firm. Speak less. Pray more. Watch the unraveling begin. It is already starting. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to rescue what heaven is removing. Open your heart to the healing. Open your mind to the separation. Open your spirit to the new vision. You will not be the same after this. You will rise cleaner, stronger, and finally, at peace. And when you look back on this moment, on this strange, sacred warning, you will know that it was not fiction. It was not drama. It was the mercy of God pulling you out before the trap could spring. Your sister is involved in a situation that requires your immediate attention. Now that you know, you can no longer act as if you do not. Do not be afraid. You are not alone in this. You are covered. You are being led out. And everything that was meant to collapse you will now be used to construct you. Stay close to the light. Speak only when heaven tells you. And let this truth carry you home. My child, this message is for you. Before your heart knew how to name the feeling of love, before your mind could grasp the weight of a burden, before your eyes could even open to see the morning light for themselves, something was being written about you. Not in ink, not in shadow, but in divine light. A scroll with your name, sealed with whispers and songs, marked for you alone. You must listen. The air is thick tonight, not with silence, but with urgency. The stars are still shining, but one of them is flickering. That flicker is tied to someone you know. Someone you love. Someone whose voice has laughed beside yours, whose presence has sometimes irritated you, sometimes comforted you, and other times been a complete mystery. And now, your sister is involved in a situation that requires your immediate attention. She may not tell you herself. She may be silent, covering the ache beneath layers of false strength and polite smiles. But her spirit is louder than her silence. It's calling, crying, stretching across the heavens for your eyes to awaken and your heart to intervene before the road gets too dark for her to return. This is not just about one moment. This is about a pattern she stepped into, unaware of its depth. It started innocently, just a conversation, just a gesture, just a meeting, but beneath it, a serpent was coiled. She did not see it. She did not know. She did not understand that sometimes what looks like favor is just a disguise for entrapment. And now, the door she opened is hard to close. There is a woman in her life. This woman wears many faces. To some, she appears wise. To others, generous. But to the ones she truly targets, she is subtle, patient, and calculated. She does not raise her hand in harm, but she sharpens her words like razors dipped in honey. She will never shout, but she will smile while leading you into your own destruction. Your sister is sitting at a table where loyalty is a costume, and betrayal is the real feast. There are people surrounding her who clap for her dreams only to secretly hope for her fall. There are hands that offer to help her, only to push her when her back is turned. She is being drained, not just financially, not just emotionally, but spiritually. And the scariest part is, she does not know it yet. You, however, are beginning to feel it. You have been restless lately. You feel a tension when you think about her. You don't even understand why you suddenly feel disconnected or overly burdened by someone else's life. It is not coincidence. That discomfort in your spirit is a message. The Holy Spirit has been gently tugging on your heart to pay attention. Your dreams have been warning you. Your inner world has been stirring. It's because you are being called, not just to observe, but to intercede. She may not listen at first. She may deny that anything is wrong. She may laugh it off and tell you to stop worrying. But the soul always knows when it is in trouble. Her eyes may be smiling, but if you look deeper, they are drowning. She is waiting for someone to notice. She is waiting for someone to stand for her. And you, yes, you, are chosen to be that person. You were not chosen because you're perfect. You were not chosen because you always do the right thing. You were chosen because your heart still hears truth, even when your mind wants to ignore it. You were chosen because your spirit trembles when it hears something holy. You were chosen because you carry love in a way that is rare, quiet, but deep. The kind of love that can interrupt evil just by stepping into a room. This is not a small calling. This is not about gossip, or intervention, or accusation. This is about spiritual warfare without using the weapons of man. This is about watching without judging, standing without speaking, loving without controlling. It is about praying when the words fail, and fasting when the answers hide. It is about knowing that some rescues require time, and some salvations are born through suffering. But when the time comes, when her eyes widen and she finally sees what has been circling her, she must find you ready. Ready to help her walk out of the fire. Because if she doesn't, something sacred in her will burn. Not her body. Not her finances. But something more eternal. Her joy. Her peace. Her voice. The part of her that once danced in rooms full of laughter may never rise again unless this moment is caught in time. This is why the divine has stirred you. This is why you feel like something is shifting in your life. This is why you suddenly feel overwhelmed, not by your own problems, but by something you can't name. It's because heaven is reaching through you to rescue someone else. You are not just a bystander. You are part of a rescue mission written before time. And still, there is more. This woman, this one who walks near your sister, she has a history. Not one known by the public, not one written in records. But one etched in the spirit realm. She has taken many under her wing, only to leave them wingless. She attaches herself to those with potential, not to lift them, but to live off their light. And once their light dims, she moves on, feeding again on someone else. Your sister is in the middle of this cycle. It is not too late, but it is close. There are decisions being made this week, yes, this very week, that will impact the next 3 years of her life. You are being shown this now because your words, your actions, and most importantly, your prayers, can shift her course. This is not a call to panic. This is a call to posture. Kneel. Speak. Fast. Love. Watch. Protect. Wait. Because something is coming to light. And when it does, you will remember that this moment, this very message, was heaven's advance notice. Someone once said that angels speak only to those who are still enough to listen. But tonight, they are shouting, "Listen! She is more than your sister by blood. She is your assignment. She is your echo." And the enemy has mistaken her silence for surrender. But it is not too late. A conversation is coming. It will not be planned. It will not be convenient. She may bring it up suddenly, or perhaps you will find yourself alone with her in a quiet moment. Don't avoid it. Don't distract yourself. Let her talk. Let her weep. Let her wrestle. But do not let her walk away thinking you don't care. Be the mirror she forgot she needed. Be the voice that reminds her she still belongs to something holy. She is not the only one being watched. You are also being observed, by the ones who know what you carry. They want you to stay passive. They want you to stay indifferent. Because they know that once you rise into your authority, into your divine voice, what they've been planning will collapse. This message is not just to inform you. It is to awaken you. You were born for this hour. You were shaped for this moment. You may feel unqualified, but heaven sees you as equipped. You may feel late, but you are right on time. You may feel confused, but the Spirit within you carries clarity beyond reason. Now is not the time to retreat. Now is the time to rise, not in arrogance, but in obedience. Not to be a savior, but to be a servant of light. Not to fight flesh, but to speak spirit. Open your hands. Speak blessings. Cover her room with prayer. Anoint her name in your secret time. Stand in the gap where she has fallen asleep. Be the flame when she's surrounded by smoke. And when the moment comes, and it will come, you will see it all unfold. A text. A phone call. A cry. A confession. And in that sacred pause, you will know why this message came to you tonight. There are things happening behind curtains she cannot see. There are traps disguised as opportunities. There are circles pretending to celebrate her, while secretly poisoning her path. But light always exposes what darkness tries to dress in costume. Because when truth arrives, deception must flee. She may not thank you now. She may even resist. But one day, whether in months or years, she will look back on this time and know, someone stood for her when she didn't know she needed standing. Someone chose to love her in the quiet moments that could have changed everything. Let that someone be you. Let that someone be the version of you heaven already knows. This is your moment. Do not let it slip away. The story is not over. But the next page depends on what you do after this message ends.